Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining in. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I wanted to talk about a couple things. Actually a topic that was brought up to me by one of my Jet fans I was talking with over the weekend, and that's is do you think the Aaron Rodgers delay here, this getting this trade done, is preventing other players from coming to the team? Because I saw yesterday actually, there's a report that the Baltimore Ravens actually gave Odell Beckham Jr. a legitimate contract. Apparently they're very interested in him and want him on the team. And I think that, adding Odell Beckham Jr. to the Ravens would give Lamar Jackson something he hasn't had in the past, which is a number one receiver, a legitimate number one receiver. He's had the guys in the past, that were good and all this and that, but OBJ would really give him that top-notch receiver that he needs. The guy still, I know he's coming off an injury and he has his little antics on and off the field here and there, but, if he could straighten those things out, and I've mentioned that in the past in my previous videos, if he could straighten those things out, the guy is still a monster. He's still a freak on the field, so OBJ to the Ravens, hey, I don't know. Maybe this gives Lamar a chance to look back and say, hey, this guy could be, awesome to have for me. So, everybody knows the Ravens and Lamar are still apparently miles apart on their signing, on their contract. So maybe this will help them out. But the point of it is, what I want to mention is this Aaron Rodgers trade delaying? Is this affecting other players like OBJ? Maybe this other center, Ben Jones, the Jets have been linked to and talking about. They're still not signed, so who knows what's going on here. But I wonder if that Aaron Rodgers deal is just dragging on, and other players like OBJ, if this is a legitimate contract from the Ravens, he only wants to come to the Jets because Aaron Rodgers. Let's be realistic here. He's not going to come here if Zach Wilson's flinging him the ball. He's just not going to do it. And I wonder what other free agents out there are waiting to see if Aaron Rodgers is going to get signed or not, because I still have a feeling, yes, I still feel like this is going to happen. But there's a little outside in my mind going, what if this doesn't happen? Like, what if something falls apart here and the guy just retires, or the Packers just say, we're not going to deal him away? I hear rumors about they want a first-round pick, then they don't want the Jets' first-round pick, and now they're talking about they want wide receivers, so Corey Davis's name is getting thrown up there again. We can't lose Corey Davis, despite what you think about him. The guy's he's still a threat. He's still a good ball player. We can't lose him and not replace him with somebody. And now I'm hearing rumors of DeAndre Hopkins' name being thrown out. It seems like anybody who becomes a free agent, they're going to the Jets now. Hopkins, I don't know. He's probably past his prime, and maybe throw him in there as a guy on a third down or something like that. But he's not going to threaten anybody anymore. I think those days are past. I think OBJ would be a great addition, though, as much as I've said things like I've said just now, and he's got to behave himself a little bit, but the guy's still a freak on the field. If we lose him, say, to the Ravens because maybe he's just waiting, or maybe they gave him a better offer, or whatever the reason is, we got to start thinking, like, this Aaron Rodgers thing could drag on easily till draft day. I really do think that it could actually be done on draft day. But if it isn't, the Jets are going to use that number one pick. Let's face it, they're not going to just give it away to them. So now, now you don't know what's going on here. What compensation are the Packers? What do they want? What do the Jets want to give up? Personally, I don't want to see us give up our first round pick this year. Next year, like I've said in the past, if you want that one, if the guy plays next year and we make the playoffs this year, or maybe a AFC Championship game or something, whatever you could figure out, then you can have maybe next year's first round pick. It'll be a late rounder anyway. You still never want to give up your first round pick, but it will be a late rounder. But that I'm glad to see the Jets holding strong. But the Packers seem to be doing the same thing. They're not going to give them away for nothing either. So I just wonder what the holdup is, and I think it is stopping other players from from wanting to join the Jets. Maybe they're just waiting to see if Rodgers comes here. And this really could be a negative for the Jets. If this drags on too long and OBJ signs with the Ravens, Jones signs with another team. Granted, he is 4 years older than Connor McGovern, our center now, but McGovern's also a free agent. So if he signs with somebody else, while the Jets wait for this, and then this other guy signs with somebody else, now we're drafting maybe a rookie in center in the draft, first round. Rookies are, they're always a crapshoot. He could come in and own. He could come in and just need to sit down and rest. Now that position is up for grabs again. So the Jets got to be real careful here and try to get I know they're trying to get this done. Obviously, it'd be stupid to say they're not. But I just wonder if this is really holding off other players from joining the Jets. The only one I see out there that I would really like to see the Jets get a deal would really, if you want the truth, would be Odell Beckham Jr. Trade away Corey Davis if you have to. I like him, but OBJ is better. He's better on the field. He's more of a threat. If the Jets could get him, then I think they could trade Davis to the Packers and maybe wrap that up with some kind of a second round pick and next year, whatever, and get this thing done. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do moving forward. The Jets and the Packers too. Like I said, they're being kind of sticklers about it too. And the last thing I want to mention here is apparently the Jets are meeting with defensive tackle Al Woods. Now, he played with Seattle Seahawks the last couple of years. He's a big guy, 6'4", 330 pounds, but he's 36 years old. So that's kind of, getting up there in age for that kind of a position. I believe the last couple of years, he's amassed like 89 tackles and 3.5 sacks or something like that. And his play, according to the Seattle, was diminishing a little bit the last year or so. But still could be a good fill-in guy for the run, or because everybody can't play every down. So you got to have a good backup guy to get in there for a couple of plays here and there. Or if the Jets just choose to do that rotation thing, hopefully not, because that really wasn't working. Matter of fact, it was pissing off the defense. We all remember seeing that on television. So, they're meeting with him this week, I guess, and he's also meeting with the Cleveland Browns. So. There's that, but at least it's good to see the Jets still out there, still making moves, getting that defensive line shored up. But they really got to get somebody at center, and we're going to need at least another guard, tackle, something. So our offensive line still needs some work. But I think this Aaron Rodgers thing may be holding some guys back. But once Rodgers gets signed, let's hope he does. I think you're going to see some movement. You're going to see some players wanting to come here and play, because Rodgers is just that he's just going to bring in those players and they're going to want to play with him. And the Jets are good, and we're really close to being that team. So let's hope that gets done sometime this week, or I've been saying that now for 4 weeks. But with the draft coming up in, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks, it's getting to that tight point now. I know everybody says there's no deadline. We can wait all day if we want, but let's be realistic here. The Jets can't go into the draft without Aaron Rodgers being on the team, because that's going to determine who we pick with our picks, especially number 13 pick. Do we pick an offensive lineman to guard the guy? I think they probably should anyways. I don't care who's back there. But it's going to determine their choice and who they pick with that number 13 pick, if we still have it. Hopefully we do. So let me know what you guys think about the whole idea of Rodgers. Is he holding up Beckham? Is he holding up Jones? Is he holding up other players? Not him, I mean, but the trade itself. Is that what's holding up things? Or maybe the Jets are doing the right thing and just playing along? Listen, we're not in any hurry. If you're not, we're not. I just like to know what our second. Robert Saleh's already made it pretty clear Zach Wilson's the number 2 quarterback, and I'll tell you now, if we go into the season with Zach, the quarterback, that ain't going to put asses in the seats. It's just not going to. So let me know what you guys think about the video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. And please don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And hit that subscribe button on your way out. And everybody, please have a great day. And I'll talk to you soon.